person who purchase and consume the product or the services, that person is called consumer. So if a group of people, they associated together for some cause, then those people were also called as person according to the Consumer Act 1986. If he has been removed or dismissed from the services of the government or a body corporate owned or controlled by the government. Hello everyone, I am Arun Kumar, lecturer in Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Dear students, welcome to this new session on unit number 3, session 2 on this topic, competition and consumer laws. In the last session, we discussed about what is Consumer Act 1986, and we also discussed few topics with respect to Consumer Act. So next, the important terminology under Consumer Act 1986 is consumer dispute. So what is this consumer dispute? Obviously, you all know who is consumer, right? Who is consumer? The person who purchase and consume the product, right? The person who purchase and consume the product or the services, that person is called consumer. So what is this consumer dispute? Dispute is nothing but you already know. Some problem is called dispute. So consumer dispute means a dispute where the person against whom a complaint has been made, against the another person, that is called consumer dispute. So the complaint has been made, denies or dispute the allegation contained in the complaint. That means a person, the customer, if he is not happy with the product or if he is not satisfied with the services, he go and complains against the seller. So whatever the complaint, whether it's about the quality, quantity, rate, whatever. So that is called consumer dispute. Next thing, defect. So what is the meaning of defect? Defect means any fault, imperfection or shortcoming in the quality, quantity, potency, purity or standard which is required to be maintained by or under any law for the time being for or under any contract express or implied or as it claimed by the trader is any manner whatsoever in relation to any goods. So defect is nothing but fault in the product. Fault in the product is called defect. So what and all the faults you can find out in the product relating to the quality, right? If the quality of the product is not good, that is also a fault. Relating to the quantity, like he's supposed to fill or if he's supposed to pack 500 grams. On the package, it is written 500 grams. But when you weigh the product, it weighs only 450 grams. So there is a fault in weight, right? In quantity and also in purity. Purity of the product, whether really it is as per the contents what and all mentioned on the sticker or not. So if these things are not proper in the product, we can call it as defect, that is fault in the product. Then the consumer will be having all the rights to file a case or raise a complaint against the seller if he find any fault in the product. Next, manufacturer. So what is manufacture? Manufacture means a person who makes or manufactures any goods or parts of thereof. That means any person who manufactures the products or any parts of the products. Okay, the first thing is any person who manufactures the products or the parts of the product is called manufacturer, or does not make or manufacture any goods. He does not make or he does not manufacture any goods but assembles parts thereof made or manufactured by other. That means he is not going to manufacture any product or the parts of the product, but he purchased the products or the parts from other person and he assembled that and he convert those parts into a final product. So at that time also is called as manufacturer. Next, put or causes to be put his own mark on any goods made or manufactured by any other manufacturer. Yes, here he is not going to manufacture any product. As a manufacturer, he is not going to manufacture any product, or is not going to assemble any product. Just he'll take the final product and he put his label. Okay, he's going to take the final product from another manufacturer and he put his brand name. Again, that person is also called what? Manufacturer. So who is called manufacturer? Any person manufactures the products or parts of the product is called manufacturer, or any person who assembles the products and convert into finished goods is also called manufacturer, and any person puts his brand label on other company's product is also called manufacturer as per the Consumer Act 1986. Moving further, person. So who is called person? The word person includes a firm whether registered or not. Yes, person is nothing but it's not only an individual person. Whoever it is, like a firm, partnership firm, joint stock company, Hindu undivided family, a cooperative society, association of people. These all authorities or these all people are called person. So a firm, whether registered or not, any firm, whether it's registered as per the rules and regulations or not, that firm is also called what? Person. Next, a Hindu undivided family. A Hindu undivided family. In short, we will call it as HUF, Hindu undivided family, is nothing but where all the family members are living together. That means your grandparents, your parents and you people and your uncle, auntie and other relations, you all are living together. That is called joint family. And in some acts, we are going to call that joint family as Hindu undivided family. Is nothing but the family is not divided, they are living together. Okay, so that HUF is also called a person, because if any HUF party go and purchase a product, if you find any fault and if you raise the complaint, so while raising the complaint, he mentioned that is a HUF. So this HUF is also called person. Who is that person raise the complaint? That is HUF. Okay, if firm files the case, then who is the person file the case? Yes, it's firm. So person, it includes all varieties of persons. Next, a cooperative society. That means you all know what is cooperative society. Okay, to cooperate or to serve the society, they are going to make an association that is called cooperative society. That cooperative society is also called as person. Next, every other association of persons, whether registered under the Societies Registration Act. So any other association of persons. So if a group of people, they associated together for some cause, then those people were also called as person according to the Consumer Act 1986. This is also very important terminology. They might ask this question for 5 marks in the main exam. Okay. Moving further, consumer dispute redressal agencies or 3-tier redressal system. That means consumer disputes redressal agencies. So if there is any consumer disputes, okay, if there is any consumer disputes in a particular district or in a state or in a national level, so to redress it or to solve those consumer disputes, we have few agencies. So those agencies are there in 3 stages. That is why it is called 3-tier redressal system. That means we have 3 stages to clear or to solve the consumer problems or consumer disputes. So what is the main intention of our Consumer Act? So main intention of our Consumer Act is to protect the consumers. Yes, to provide the better protection or to protect the consumers. The main act has came into existence. So what is that act? Consumer Act 1986. So what this definition says? The object of the Consumer Protection Act 1986 is to provide better protection to consumers. To provide better protection to consumer. To secure this object, the Act intends to provide simple, speedy and inexpensive redressal to the consumer's grievance. That means this Act created this 3-tier redressal system in order to give a speedy and inexpensive redressal to the consumer grievance. If in case if any consumer is having any problem, in a very short period, with very minimal expenses, you should get the solution for that particular problem. With that intention, this 3-tier stage redressal system is created. For this purpose, the Act provides for the establishment of 3-tier quasi-judicial machinery at the district, state and national level. So this 3-tier redressal system is created based on district, state and national level. So here you can look into, we have 3-tier redressal system. So which are those? Consumer Dispute Redressal Forum, to be known as District Forum at the district level. Second one, Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, to be known as the State Commission at the state level. So District Forum at district level, State Commission at state level and National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, to be known as National Commission at the national level. So the first one, which is the first one? District Forum at district level. Second one, State Commission at state level. Third one, National Commission at national level. This is the 3-tier redressal system. 3-tier redressal system of consumer disputes. So now if you look into the establishment of agencies. So how they establish the agencies? What and all the rules and regulations they framed to establish or to form these agencies? If you look into the first one, that is District Forum, relating to district level. So the District Forum is the short name of the Consumer Dispute Redressal Forum established in the district under Section 9 subsection A of the Consumer Protection Act. Next, it is the redressal agency to deal with the complaints of the consumers at the district level. So this particular District Forum is established based on the Consumer Protection Act under the Section 9 subsection A. And this forum is going to deal with the consumer complaints at district level. So if there is any consumer complaints in a particular district, those complaints will be registered under the District Forum. Legal provisions relating to District Forum. That is the composition of the District Forum. Yes, who are all going to be in the District Forum? The District Forum is a body of 3 persons appointed by the state government. Yes, in the District Forum, in the district level consumer redressal system, we are going to have 3 members. Those 3 members are going to be appointed by the state government. The qualification of president and other members are as follows. Yes, there are going to be 3 members. 3 members. And in these 3 members, one is going to be a president. So one person is going to be what? Yes, president. So what and all the qualifications a president should have to become a president of this District Forum? A person who is or has been or is qualified to be a district judge shall be the president of the District Forum. Yes, a qualified district judge, only that person can be the president of the District Forum. So now what is the qualification here to become a president of District Forum? You should be a district level judge to be the president of District Forum. And other members qualification. What and all the qualifications other members required? Apart from the president, the District Forum shall consist of 2 other members, one of whom shall be woman. So one person will be president. In another 2, one should be a woman. And the qualification for appointment of other members are, he or she must not be less than 36 years of age. That means the person who is going to come under the president, in those 2 people, one person should be a woman. And the age group of that person, whether the woman or the men, the age group should be not less than 36 years. That is the first criteria. Second criteria, he or she must possess a bachelor's degree from a recognized university. That means they should possess a degree, at least a degree. They should have the qualification of degree to become the member of District Forum. Next, he or she must be a person of ability, integrity and standing and have adequate knowledge and experience at least for 10 years. At least for 10 years in dealing with problems relating to economics, law, commerce, accountancy, industry, public affairs or administration. Yes, you must be a degree holder and you should have some common knowledge and 10 years experience with respect to economics, law, commerce, accountancy, industry, public affairs and administration. So these are all the basic qualifications which are required to become a member of district forum. And the appointment of members of district forum. So how they will be appointed? The appointment of the president and the member shall be made by the state government on the recommendations of selection committee consisting of. Yes, these president and other two members will be appointed by the state government based on the recommendations of the selection commission. So the selection commission consisting of the president of the state commission. Yes, in that particular selection commission, there is a president and that president will be called president of the state commission, and a secretary law department of the state, secretary law department of the state, and secretary in charge of the department dealing with consumer affairs in the states. So these three people are going to appoint the president and other two people of district forum. Moving further, qualifications of members. See, if he has been convicted and sentenced to imprisonment for an office which in the opinion of the state government involves moral turpitude, or if he is an undercharged insolvent, or if he is of unsound minded and stands are declared by a competent court, or if he has been removed or dismissed from the services of the government or a body corporate owned or controlled by the government. That means when the member of the district forum will be disqualified. Okay, in what situation the member of the district forum or the president of the district forum will be disqualified? When they will be disqualified? If he has been convicted and sentenced to imprisonment for an office. That means if a person is convicted in a particular case or something else for any offense, so at that time he will be disqualified. And if he is an undercharged insolvent, that if he fails to, sometimes if he failed to pay back the amount, whatever the amount he has taken as a loan or on the debt from others on the property or something else, at that time also he can be disqualified. And if he is unsound minded, that means if he is mentally not proper, if he is mentally not fit, at that time also will be disqualified. And also if he has been removed or dismissed from the services of the government, if he is dismissed or suspended or if he removed from the government services, at that time also will be disqualified from his membership of district forum. Next, the tenure of the office member of the district forum. So what will be the tenure? What will be the duration of the member of district forum? A person may act as a president or as a member of the district forum for 5 years or up to the age of 65 years. For example, at the age of 60 he is going to become a president. For next 5 years up to the age of 65 years he can serve as a president or as a member of district forum. In case if he appointed at the age of say 40 years or 45 years, okay, until the age of 65 years, that means for the next 20 years is going to be as the president or the member of district forum. So that's why here it is clearly mentioned a president or a member of the district forum, he can be in the position for 5 years or up to the age of 65 years. Okay, and whichever is earlier. Okay, so whether 5 years or 65 years. For example, if you are going to appoint in the year of, like when you are in the age group of 63, so your age is 63, you appointed at the age of 63. So for the next 3 years you are going to complete 65. So your duration is, the service duration is 3 years. So that is why whichever is earlier, 5 years or up to the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. Thus, in any case, a person cannot hold the office of the president or that of the member beyond the age of 65 years. That means the maximum age to serve is 65 years. So after 65 years, he cannot hold the office of district forum. Next, vacancies in the office of the district forum. So what and all the vacancies we will be having in the district forum? The officers of the president or of any member of the forum may become vacant on his attaining the age of 65 years. That means when the person retires from that particular position, then that particular position will be vacant and another person can come and occupy that position. Next thing, jurisdiction of the district forum. So which and all the boundaries or borders this particular district forum will be having. So the district forum has the jurisdiction to entertain complaints where the value of the goods or services and the compensation, if any, claimed does not exceed rupees 20 lakhs. So any compensation claim that should not exceed 20 lakhs, only those cases will be handled by the district forum. The limit has been enhanced from 5 lakh by the Consumer Protection Act. That means earlier the limit was 5 lakhs, now it is extended up to rupees 20 lakhs. So only the cases which comes with a compensation level of up to 20 lakhs that can be handled by district forum. So with this, I'm going to wind up this session. I'm going to come up with few more new topics in the upcoming session. Until then, thank you all. Have a nice day. Namaste.